Have you watched tons of YouTube videos and Instagram reels about improving your focus? Have you tried using hundreds of apps to improve your focus and productivity? Have you tried different strategies but nothing seems to work for you? Then welcome here. My name is Amrita. I'm a content creator and I tell you things that have helped me improve my life and I hope they help you improve yours as well. So, probably this should help you if you could relate to any of the things that I said in the beginning, because I'm not only going to give you tips and strategies, but I will also share how it helped me. So, I'm sharing tried and tested methods. These aren't tips that I have tried just for the sake of this video. These are some focus methods that I have tried at some point in my life, and I decided to. When I decided to implement them when I heard of them. So this is a video or this is the audio wherever you're listening this to, where I'm reflecting on the things that have helped me focus. By the way, before we dive in, I think I would also like to discuss briefly with you why being focused is so important. Like we all talk about focus, but why do we even need focus? It's not a thing that you should get done, like you should go to college or you should do something, right? This is not that kind of thing. It's actually very important to stay focused. So number one, when you get better at focusing, you get more things done in less time. Basically, you free up your time to do other things and have fun in life, which is very very important. Also, when you improve your focus, you won't feel that social media is a distraction if social media has been feeling like a distraction for you. So you won't feel that it's a distraction or it's not letting you focus, because you will already have done your work with focus, and now you can be more present in other areas in your life without worrying about your pending work and enjoy the things that usually distract you from work, right? And if you're anything like me and you keep finding more things to do when you have completed your work, we need to have a separate discussion on that, and we'll probably do it sometime later. So, let's dive into three ways to improve your focus. Number one, the first method to improve your focus is to keep your phone away. Like lock it in a cupboard and decide you'll pick it up only once you have finished this chapter that you're studying, or keep it in a different room altogether. So I have tried this method for a very long time while I was in my undergraduate college, when I was in NIT Raipur and I had to study for exams, but I just could not get myself to focus. So I used to switch off the internet or even switch off my phone sometimes during first year, keep it inside my cupboard. I even logged my cupboard sometimes, and then study for like 1 to 2 hours, and then I would get my back my phone and check out my phone. So the basic concept behind this method is to deprive yourself of distractions, or like getting rid of those distractions so that you can focus better. This is about creating as many barriers as possible between you and the distraction that is not letting you focus. On a completely different note, you can also try this with people who don't let you focus on yourself. So, anyway, let's move on to the next point. The second method to help you improve your focus. When we think of focus, we think that we have to sit for long hours and spend tons of time on something. No, the focus is about being fully present and thinking of only one thing at a time. So, to improve your focus, I'll suggest you to do something for just 5 minutes with full energy and focus. So, if you don't feel like doing something even after 5 minutes, then drop it off. Most of the times, what happens is we tend to stay focused because we have directed our energy in one direction and gained some momentum in those 5 minutes, which we usually don't break. So, getting rid of that inertia and getting started is the hardest part. The rest is about the momentum. This reminds me, do you remember the first Newton's law of motion? A body is in a state of rest of motion and it tends to stay that way until some external force changes its state. The same is true for our minds. So I use this method every time I don't feel like working out or exercising in the morning or evening. In fact, I even use this method to write the overall structure for this video, this audio video, wherever you're listening it to, and record this. That is the second method. I have also used this method multiple times when I used to do freelancing during my college days, and I didn't feel like writing an article on some days. So I used to just sit for 5 minutes, and then it would flow in a momentum. Okay, so let's get to the third and the final point. The third point is this. I want you to think about this. Have there been times when you were working on something with very much full focus, but then a thought popped in your head? Oh, I had to send that email to that person, or my friend had texted me yesterday. Did I reply to her yet? And then you pick up your phone or you use WhatsApp web to check it, and the rest is history. I've been guilty of this so many times, and I get distracted so quickly. That's why I keep a tiny notebook beside me, and whenever such thoughts keep coming up, right, when you're working on something and there are tons of other to do's that keep popping up in your head, you had to go this way, this weekend I'll do this, etc., etc., etc. So I keep a notebook beside me and I note down any thoughts that pop up in my head in between my work, in the middle of my work, or and it's something that I would like to come back to at any other point in time after I'm done with my work. So if I'm getting an idea that, oh, this is a video idea that might be really nice, let's start writing some structure for it. So whatever thoughts will come with my in my head, I'll just open my notebook, I'll write it down over there, and later after I'm done with my work, I'll come back to those things. So this has really helped me pour down my thoughts, because such thoughts you often don't remember after you're working that what was that thought initially. But if you write it down this way, it will remain stored and you don't have to worry about it. You can let it go and bring your focus back onto the work you're doing. So that's it. Those are the three ways to help you improve your focus. Remember that focus is a skill, and the most important thing for all the skills, as I often say, is practice. You need to practice focus to become better at it. So try these methods I told you and any other different methods of improving focus. Figure out what works for you and keep practicing it. If this was helpful for you, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe wherever you're listening to this. I'll see you next time. Bye.